Hello there, welcome to CodeLog, and in this new video we are going to understand about what is tab view and how we can make multiple screens and show multiple screens in one screen. First of all, we have to understand what is tab view. So if I zoom in here, you can see that in most of our applications like Facebook, Instagram, and many other applications, any commercial application, most of the application have this kind of view there. This. So in application development, this is called tab view. And what's the benefit of this tab view is that you will see a single screen on your phone here, and you will click on these tabs and the corresponding screens will change according to your tabs. Like for example, in this design it is we can see that the first screen is selected. This is some kind of list and this screen is coming on, and in the second screen you see that you click on time and this screen should come up in front of you, but the main view won't change, only this section will change. So today we are going to implement that. So let's just jump right into Xcode, and there we are going to start implementing our tab view. So for tab view, what we can do is we can just go to this object inspector, and we can just type tab, and at the last section you can see tab bar controller. This is what we need, and if I click on this and drag it into my screen, you can see that I have one tab view, and by default Xcode give you these two tab views boilerplated, so you can understand what is actually a tab view. So for now, without doing anything, if I run the code, if I run this screen, these two tabs, these two views should be coming, and we can see that how it's working. So if you go into your storyboards, if you go to any view and you see this marker there, that means that whenever we are going to run our application, after the launch screen, which screen should come up. This marker is the indicator for that first screen. So right now what we need is to show the first screen after the launch screen is this one, this main tab view controller. We can just select this one and we can drag it here and put it there. And now what will happen if we run our app on simulator or mobile or any real device, what is going to happen after the launch screen, this screen should come up. So I'm just gonna do this, and I'm just gonna play it, run the code. So my simulator is here, and after launch screen you see we have two tabs here. This is tab 1 and this is tab 2. So right now if we click on any tab, you see it is changing, but we cannot understand what kind of things, what kind of colors they are changing. What we are going to do, we are going to customize it a little bit. We can go to this tab, we can go to background view, and we can change the color of background to any color. And we can change, for this view we can change a different color to this one, and we can go to here, we can go here and we can change the icon, and we can change the name title of this tab. We can say tab 1 and tab 2. So if we run our code, you see the first screen here is tab 1. As it is also indicated here that the first screen, tab 1, will be loading. So if I click on this, we can come back to our inspector and we can load on this. So as you can see that we have two tabs, and while clicking on these tabs we can change the screen, but the main view will remain the same. So we are going to implement our tabs here, our design here, and we are going to place all of these icons there, and we are going to place 5 views there if we count right. 1 2 3 4 5. So we can stop our application. We can remove the color, the background color, to none, or we can just keep it like white. Okay, so first we have to do is we have to attach 3 more tabs to this tab view controller. How we can do that? We can go to our object inspector, we can bring our view controllers, we can bring all of our view controllers here. 1 view controllers, 2, and view controller 3. I can just place it like here. Okay, fine. So to attach thing, you have to click on this view controller, the main tab bar controller. We have to press control, we have to click and drag the click to the view, and we have to select a relationship segue. So as you can see that as soon as I attach this view controller with the tab bar automatically suggests us to add, and automatically detects that this is the third view we are going to add and third item we are going to add to our tab bar, and it is starting giving us the option to add icons or change the name for this tab bar. We have to do this for both two remaining views. So as you can see that in total we have 5 tab bars, and we are going to change the colors and icons one by one. But first we have to change the color of this main tab bar. We can select it, and we can select the main tab bar like this. We can go to inspector and we have to go to bar tint color, and for bar tint color we have to select primary. So you can see that our primary color is there. Second thing, we have to go first one by one to these tabs, and we have to change the icons. So first of all we have to change the icon for tab 1, and for tab 1 you can see that we have the list icon. If we click on this area, so we have to change the name, but if we do not want the name to be there, we can simply remove the name from here, and it is automatically going to remove the space of the name. And from this area we have to first select which image or icon it is going to show. So we can select list icon. This is our list icon. And second thing, it is very important that we select the corresponding image which is going to show up when this tab is in the selected state. So for that option we have to go to this section called selected image, and we have to add the filled image. Okay, this is the image. This icon, it's like this, and the filled icon would be in the little bit in the hard in the color. So first screen is done. We are going to quickly do this for second screen. We can just remove it from here. You can just add clock and clock filled. You can add for this would be bell. Oh, this would be add. Okay, for this icon, you see we have to do some trick. That you see in the middle icon is little different and it is above that icon. For that icon, what I did that is exported the same icon. If I double click on this and export it from here, export it to and export selection, I have exported the complete icon to the icons folder, and from there I have dragged that icon to our assets folder. So you can see that our add icon is here. Now let's just play with it. Here what we can do, we can select our image, add button. Okay, and now if we go to size inspector, we can play with this image. If I click on this from top and bottom, you see I can select 20 and I can move it to 30, and here it's looking good. If I remove this, and if we have to this little bit, and 38 and 25, it's fine. So this is how you can change and you can give this amazing look of icon being moved up a little bit, and it is going to look way much better than a simple tab bar. Let's just move to our third screen, fourth screen, sorry. Fourth screen will be bell icon. We can just quickly change to bell and bell filled. Okay, and our last icon will be profile or user. Simply remove. Okay, now if we run our application here, let's just see what just pop up. Boom, you can see that our views are coming, but we don't know which view is coming. And second thing also, you can see that the color of the icon is not exactly the same we have in our design. So to change that, we have to go to our main tab bar and we have to select the image tint color. We can select that too. And if I run my app again, you see now the color is good. Now one thing we are missing here is our navigation bar. So what if we add our navigation bar and we add these icons to that navigation bar? It is very simple and easy. You select one view, on which view you are going to add that navigation bar. For example, I want to add navigation bar to this view. If we go to editor and we go to embed in, you can see that we have an option here, navigation controller. If I click on that, you see that it has made on one navigation view here, and our main view is separated now. Now we can add navigation bar items to our view. First, what we have to do is we have to change the color of that navigation bar. If we click on that, you see we have all the options. To change the color of the navigation bar, we have to go to inspector. We have to first click on this. We have to go to inspector and we have to go to bar tint color. We can change it to primary color. Secondary, we have to change the font family of this title. If we go to this section, we go to custom, and we were using Avenir font, and it is Avenir book or Avenir black, sorry, and it is going to be the size. We can always go back to our view or our design, and we can just double click on the view and we can just check the size. You see, we are using Avenir font, we are using the black size, and we are using 14 of the size. So if we go and find our navigation view, we can just click on this and we can just set to 14, and we can change the text color here to our secondary color, and here we can select the title. Yes, we can see that here it is written like to do. We can write it like TO dash TO, and if you run our app now, you can see that in the first screen we have this amazing, beautiful looking navigation bar. In the second screen we don't have a bar, so it is not going to show. So for that purpose we have to go to every screen and we have to have the navigation bar. But before we do that, let's stop the app, and we can just see that in our navigation bar we also have the search icon and this navigation icon. But in this video or in this tutorial we are not going to add this sidebar, because this sidebar is actually mostly used in Android, and in sidebar is also not been officially given by Xcode developers. So in this code we are not going to do that, but in the next course in which we are going to code all of this application programmatically and we are going to add all the functionalities to the application, we will be adding that navigation sidebar also. But this sidebar is then alternative of bottom bar or tab bar. So we are not going to use this now because we are using our tab bar. We are simply going to add this search icon here. So if I click on that, if I go to my object inspector and we can just step to button, you can see that we have the second option here called bar button item. This is specifically used for navigation bar items. If I bring it here, you see it is giving me suggestion to add it here, and we can just remove the name because we are just going to use an image, and we are going to use our search image here, and our tint color will be secondary. So you can see that about if you run our application again now, see our button is there. So our navigation bar is also added, our bottom bar is also added, and all of our views are ready. Okay, in the next lecture we are going to we are going to design all the screens that we have added, and we are going to learn about table views. In the table view we are going to add some little bit of coding also, so you can understand how the table view is going to work for designers. and how you can give a boilerplated code as a designer to a developer, so he can just simply code that and he doesn't have to worry about the design. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next lesson.